吹き込むせやせる駆け引き罠やそうだよゆるを抜ける引き込むささよに差し引きせせろそうだよ日々を削る心をそっとレイオリット
This is great.
聞いたのだ
That's the sound of us nailing it, dude.
どこきっと
We're gonna go on tour with this.
もっとさ
All right. So that's the step. For the listeners at home, that is Haruka Kanata by Asian Kung Fu Generation.
One of the most talented folks in Japan.
Oh my god.
Hands down. I cannot nail that scream ever.
I've been listening to that song weekly every time I sit on a bike for the
It
last
was my coffee.
12 years of
It
my
was
life.
literally my espresso in the morning. I'll get to work 10 times faster.
This is Boku no Podcast, y'all. How are you doing?
I'm doing it. I'm alive, working hard and well.
I'm good.
All right, I'm your host, Nick, here with
Kenji-san.
Jeremy.
And so we're going to talk about some anime this week. I'm sure you're wondering, why are we bringing up Naruto? Why would anyone talk about Naruto nowadays?
Why, dude?
We finished the fight. We blew up the Halo. We finished the fight. It's done.
We're the Covenant? Are we the Forerunners? Like, what the fuck's going on?
It's done. You know, it's settled science.
This
Everyone
Halo's-
sees what Boruto is now. Everyone sees what's going on there.
Sliding doors and shit.
You can't they can't keep the smoke screen up forever, dude. Like, at some point, those
They got Wi-Fi, but no planes, you know?
But no, I want to talk about Naruto now because I caught wind of. There are heroes out there. Not all heroes wear capes, and there are some men and women who have collaborated, and they have put out what is now known as Naruto Kai. I am now, even as we speak, I am redlining my internet connection, trying to pull down a mega upload. Yes, that mega upload. I'm trying to pull down a mega upload file that's 50 gigs. And you know what it is? It is the entire 600 plus episode Naruto timeline. What is it? 584 episodes?
Christ.
Condensed into 72 various length episodes that remove all flashback sequences, remove all filler content.
And how much shorter is that exactly?
No one can know this.
Scientists are still working on it to this day.
You're requesting an impossible number, like what is the square root of 2?
We don't have AI for that yet. We don't have artificial intelligence to figure that out yet.
But keep in mind, man, this rocket was built as a time-saving endeavor. This is the house that hate built. Because no one who loves Naruto should subject anyone to the full weight of Naruto.
It sounds great. It sounds wonderful.
So
That actually sounds... I got so angry when I heard Kai because I just hated fucking Kai from Dragon Ball. Just so much with a passion.
you really, I never got around to watching
Dragon Ball
DBZ Kai.
Z Kai is a fucking disaster. It was a crapshoot.
I thought it was supposed to be a time saver.
It's with the Japanese soundtrack. And they changed the voice actors for some reason. Like Gohan just did, like they just changed. They did so many weird things to it, and it's just like I'm not.
They moved
I'm
all
not
the
up for
furniture
this.
around. It was the same house, but
They turned Trunks' hair red.
what?
No, I'm joking.
I almost
He looked like He looked like Trippy Red in that.
you flipped my wig. With
No,
that.
I'm joking. His hair is not red in Dragon Ball Kai. It's just I didn't like it.
I tried to watch it, but Gohan kept crying for the first 10 minutes, and I just gave up.
Yeah, Dragon.
Were you at? Is that the part where Raditz, like he's getting chased down by Raditz and shit?
I believe that was like the first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raditz is episode 1. He's like, ah ha ha, Goku, you're an alien.
Gohan's Dad.
You know,
He's like, it's Piccolo.
it's funny how much like Dragon Ball Inception.
Dude, I remember that shit. He's just like, dude, the whole pretty much saga. He's just like, like he's just like, I'm hungry, Piccolo, and then Piccolo's just like, shut up, kid, and just like, but like, you know, just kicks him off a cliff, you know.
He's like,
it's like, this is your training, and then like, you know, you gotta be strong. He's just like,
dude,
ridiculous.
Hold up. I'll never ever forget when Piccolo like points his finger at Gohan and he like
his sharp ass nails.
He points his finger at Gohan and he shoots a laser and it turns into like clothing and a sword.
Dude.
And
That's
I
like
was
mystical.
like, what the fuck was that? What? I was 7
some
years
sorcery.
old. I stood up. I looked at my mom. I was like, what the fuck is that, Josie?
No.
How about that?
My setting was I was at the dinner table watching that with my family in Japan, like, and the Animax was on, and I just like everyone was kind of too busy, and I was like everybody kind of already watched Dragon Ball, you know, and I was watching it, and when that happened, I kind of like looked around the room, like I was like, I looked around the room to make sure everybody saw that.
Mom,
and nobody saw it.
Evil.
Nobody saw it, so nobody believed me. I was like, Mom, what the? I'm like, what just? That's real? Like, what is that? And she was just like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, and you know.
You look in the mirror and Akira Toriyama's in the reflection. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. No one's gonna believe you. Well, yeah. So, goddamn. So you guys pulled out of Naruto at responsible times. From what I understand, Kenji, you got through the first of 3 acts of Naruto.
Dude, it just got so far ahead that I got caught up on other things, you know, that it's like not even worth it to me.
I was yo-yoing, I was eating jawbreakers, I was dealing with more important things.
I was building on my skills, dude, with my yo-yo. I didn't have time for this shit. No, but seriously, it progressed so far that, you know, it's like One Piece. It's like getting back in One Piece almost at this point. You really expect me? You really think with all the great shit out now, you really expect me to go back and watch Shippuden when I already watched the original fucking like shit?
Shippuden though is. It's tough, man. It's rough, but that's why I'm going to bear this cross. I'm going to watch Naruto Kai. I'm going to figure out if I save time. And I'm going to report back. I'm going into the belly of the beast, bro. But you know, I'm just going to pick it up from Shippuden.
You sure you could do it alone, dude?
I'm just picking it up from Shippuden.
Yeah, I probably have to do the same.
Because
I already watched the original shit.
Seen the original run.
I went through the filler too. I went through all the filler. Because I prayed at night that they would stop the fillers.
Praised Allah.
Seriously, I was a Muslim for
Mecca.
a couple of years.
Facing Mecca, hoping they find that Bikochu beetle.
Yeah, man. Anyways.
Well, damn. Yeah, I'm excited to figure out.
Is there going to be any changes to the... Oh, no. It's just a cut-up. It's a
just
fan-made? Is it fan-made?
It's fan-made.
Oh.
It was like a team of like 10 or 11 people.
This is cool.
They got together. You know, this took tons of man hours and woman hours. People don't talk about those. But they're I want to see this because it was made out of the frustration of trying to slog through Naruto. It was saying take out anytime someone's repeating shit, anytime there's a flashback, anytime Yamato.
Dude, it's funny because back in high school, I remember kids like scolding each other for not watching the filler. They're like,
"You're not real."
Yeah. Like my friend, I was hearing these football players talk about it, like, and it was just like, "Hey, Anthony, like, I've been watching Naruto recently." And like he's like, I'm on this episode on Shippuden. He's like, oh yeah, did you actually watch the first part though? And he's just like, oh yeah, I guess. And he's like, did you watch the filler too? He's like,
he's like checking him.
Yeah, like he's like you don't know what really happened though. And
oh yeah, who's the 7th? I know Zabuza's the first of the 7 Shinobi of the Hidden Blade, but he's like who's the 5th?
You don't even know what Kakashi's face looks like. You don't know what's under his mask.
I hate it. I hate it all.
Remember that episode?
I remember both.
Remember that episode?
Both of those.
Remember
episodes.
that episode when Naruto and Pervy Sage just look at girls at like the bathhouse? There was like 10 of those.
It was like an episode where they needed to make the perfect bowl of ramen.
Yeah.
Just putting those are the years we're not going to get back. I wake up every morning now with lungs that are on fire and knees made of glass, and I think of all of the time that Studio Perot stole from me. Just took away my youth. They made me like this.
Imagine waiting. Like, I waited for this shit. I was like, oh, man,
I waited in the middle of the river.
What's gonna happen next? And then it's just like a fucking, like an episode about, like, I don't know.
Well, no longer. People fought the good fight. There's blood on our hands, but man, these rules are written in blood. These books are bound in skin, or whatever. I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm really honestly excited because the idea of Naruto without the bullshit is a very exciting prospect. Like I think if they made if they could make like five Naruto movies that summed up the whole show.
Why don't they do those anymore? Well, they did it with My Hero Academia, but
yeah, I heard that movie's not that good. I haven't
the
seen
one on
it.
Amazon, the one that's like the My Hero Academia movie.
I've heard it's bad, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't wasted my time yet, bitch.
I'm not super big on the anime spin-off movies. Like, I remember when Full Metal Alchemist Conqueror of Shambhala came out, and everyone was like, dude! And I don't know. I've always thought anime movies are weird because a lot of times they just abjectly cannot fit into the canon of the rest of the universe.
It's impossible, really.
I know.
You can't avoid that.
I know, but it's weird. Like, whenever I watched the Naruto movies,
There's good ones.
But
There's ones I loved. My favorite villains are in those, man.
We'll have to touch on those. I've been told by half dozen people at this point that they're like, dude, the sixth One Piece movie. Like, that's the one. That one's great.
How many One Piece movies are there?
There's like 4,000 or something. Yeah. They say that if you were to count every atom that makes up Earth,
there's seasons of movies.
There's a One Piece movie for every drop of water in the ocean.
My God.
No,
intense.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to get into it because I love Naruto. If I didn't hate it so much, if I didn't,
I hated it.
I hate it so much.
I loved it
because I feel like
it was mine.
It highlights the stupidity that I see within myself. Like Naruto is like a spire of my own incompetence.
I just see members of the church dressing up as like just like ninjas and shit, wearing headbands, and I'm just like, guys.
The Church of Naruto.
This is
the church hidden in the Jesus.
This is ridiculous.
Christ Agakure.
Just like gather around, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would join your church, but
dude, if every church had like a metal headband,
if the church did that when I was a child, I probably would be a Christian to this day.
Right? And you just indoctrinate.
I wouldn't be wearing this shirt right now. You know.
I indoctrinate with the blade. Yeah. Putting kunais in
probably wouldn't be friends with you guys, but
you were
Christians can't play D&D.
If you were a Christian shinobi
that plays D&D,
I jump from roof to roof, rolling dice and calculating damage. Who is this person?
Nat 20. I kind of want to hop on that, low key.
Naruto Kai?
Yeah.
When I finish,
it solves the problem. It solves the reason why I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Right now.
You know, doing the Kai treatment, Star Wars got it recently. There's a cut of the prequel trilogies, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Return of the Sith.
The good cut, right?
Where it's all three of those movies mashed up into like 1 2.5 hour long movie. where
And it's way better.
Where they take out all. Apparently, it uses like 5 minutes. It uses like 5 minutes of the intro of Phantom Menace, and then like the fight with Darth Maul, and then it just cuts everything else. Throws away every Jar Jar.
Phantom Menace wasn't that bad.
It uses like 15 minutes of Phantom Menace.
Dude, the prequel, now that the new movies are out, the prequels are good. The prequels are great now that the new movies are so shit that the shitty movie is actually the great fucking movie now.
No, it's all, I can't wait for this franchise to get wrecked.
God damn, no.
This year, dude. When we
It has...
When the Jedis finally blow up the third Halo and finish the fight, I cannot wait to
Shut
see
up.
the damage, the fucking shambles that Star Wars will be in at the end.
It's already shattered.
It's gonna be just a wreckage.
It's already
of what
a wreck.
was once the most valuable.
Did you see the new Star Wars trailer?
I don't need to see shit, dude.
I asked you the same question at the end of the last episode.
No, I won't.
I was like, it ended with, did you see the last Star Wars?
I gotta go in dry. I gotta go and dry because I know
but you're gonna watch it.
I might.
Interesting.
I might wait to pirate it just to really stick it to Disney. Like,
you can't trip me like that, man.
I openly try to not pay for Disney content.
Yeah, that's true.
They've put me.
I'll give Disney money for Treasure Planet 2. I will pay. I'll start a Patreon for Treasure Planet 2.
Well, dude,
I will move mountains to make that happen.
Would you break a diamonds?
If it's breakable.
Diamonds are unbreakable. And that's what I want to talk about right now. Because damn it, bro. I hit that moment in JoJo season.
I hate
3.
it because I peeked at it.
You peeked at JoJo?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, JoJo.
I saw that rainbow fucking like hair, like his head.
Turns into Josuke?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no, you can't spoil JoJo's because
Oh my god, that's all I saw.
Season 3 of JoJo is a treasure. It is a fucking treasure. It's David production.
It's well drawn.
God damn, David is so good.
They did Redline, right? That
David,
studio?
no, Madhouse did Redline. David, I believe,
But
are they behind Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah. Did they do JoJo's Bizarre
Yeah.
Adventure 2? Yeah.
David's been handling. David is
because it's very similar. Because the artwork is super similar. Because
if you need someone to get out the crowbar and really like crack open a casket and bring a mummy back from the fucking dead, David Production is the studio to do that because they've been crushing it on finding like JoJo's is old, Hajime no Ippo is old. I think they
just all those shows are just colored so fucking well, just so crispy, you know. Even for an old anime, for like, man, I don't. Hajime no Ippo needs its very own episode. Like I can't. That's like hands down like my personal favorite anime. That's number 1 on my list, hands down.
Yeah. Let me see here, just to be absolutely certain. They did
Just Cause 3.
Fire Force most recently.
Wait, what?
Fire Force. Fire Force is on Toonami right now. It's really fucking popular. You haven't seen it? It's about these people trying.
I don't watch television, guy.
You know what?
Anymore?
I don't think they.
Why
did.
do you?
I actually don't think these guys did Hajime no Ippo. They did Monster Hunter Stories and Bento, Level E, and
Because Madhouse, is that what the studio's name
This
is?
is David.
Okay, Madhouse did Hajime no Ippo.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused at what studio you were talking about.
Captain Tsubasa and Sagrada Reset, as well as Fire Force and Ensemble Stars. But Fire Force and JoJo's are definitely their 2 money makers right now. And dude, I'm jizzing. I'm jizzing my pants, guys. I'm dehydrated. I gotta drink water.
You better clean up, dude.
I'm blending celery up because I read it on a porno forum.
You better wipe that shit off the carpet, boy.
Because it's just slight spoilers for season 1 and 2 of JoJo here, but season 1 of JoJo is like, oh my god, look at the war between these two families and the damage that it's caused over these two families. And then like season 2 and 3 are like, look at the damage that the battle between these forces has caused across the entire world. Look at how much damage this has caused like across time. And then season 4, when you get to Diamond is Unbreakable, it's just it took me 24 episodes to realize that I was just following a group of high schoolers around, and that it wasn't going to try to do that. That there wasn't going to be a moment when I was suddenly dealing with like world-changing complications. It's that I was like, no, the show is like, we are doubling down on the fact that this is just the story of an uncle and his nephew over a pretty crazy month.
It is kind of like a, what do you call it? The show, it's fucking... It's
wholesome. It's wholesome in the weirdest fucking way.
Not surrealism, but like, what is it when like, time doesn't make sense? I forgot.
Well, it was written in 92. Written 92 to 95, and it I don't want to say it shows. It's just weird. It's just got so many quirks. It's so out of place with everything that I'm doing with my life that it's just fucking...
Dude, like when Jonathan Joestar, what was the first?
Jonathan Joestar, blue hair?
No, when they were fighting on a meteor, was it after Jonathan? Not the first guy, the second, his son?
Joseph Joestar?
Yeah, Joseph Joestar. When him and Dio were fighting, like they were like on like a meteor or some shit. Like they were on a volcano, the volcano exploded, and like they're still on like a platform flying at like 1,000 miles per hour going up, and they're still fighting, and then like... Or no, he sends Dio out to space, and he's like, "I outsmarted he outsmarted you," and Joseph is just like, "I actually didn't. I didn't know that was gonna fucking happen at all." Like Joseph was like, "That was pure luck." And like Dio is like, "That smart ass motherfucker." Like he knew that piece of platform was gonna shoot me into space.
Wait, are you talking Joseph Joestar? Fought Cars, AC/DC, and.
Oh my god.
He fought the Cars, AC/DC, and I can't remember. They're all named after rock bands.
I was so confused, man, when they were calling each other
Thin Lizzy or something.
Yeah, like I'm just like, are these? They're not doing this.
Speedo wagon.
Yeah, Speedo. Dude, like it was hard to pay attention because the show is so ADHD. Like
it's fun, like
it's so. I love it though because it's so colorful. So you have to stare at it. It's very well animated and well drawn.
Dude, it's just so. It's got so much heart because it's like the guy who wrote it. Let me make sure I don't mess.
Was on Adderall. On a fuck ton of Ivans and Adderall.
No, I just want to make sure that I'm not saying his name right.
Psilocybin, acid. What is he doing?
Hirohiko Araki, the guy who wrote it. It's just like he's thought through maybe too much. Like the episode I just watched, there's like a moment when a guy, he's like, "I'm using my power on you," and the guy's like, "Oh shit, what's this guy's power? I don't know." And then right as he's trying to use his power, on the thing, his power changes. So he's like, quick, new power level, do this thing. And his stand looks at him and he's like, "I don't work that way, dude."
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey man, like I only have a range of like 5 meters, and like I'm new here, like I don't operate. Like you clearly don't understand."
Yeah.
It's like, it's the fucking weirdest shit. It's so like
the Jap. I don't know how the English. Did you watch it in English dub?
No.
Dude, I just remember I laughed hysterically at this one part where, what was the vampire's name?
Dio.
Wait, he was a vampire too?
Dio puts on the mask.
the guy that but he kills that guy. Like, he kills another vampire.
Oh,
The one that regenerates over and over again.
yeah.
And he's like he like kills it and like throws a grenade at it or like some shit because he couldn't kill it. And then like it blows up and then it just blows up. And then like everybody's like, oh yeah, you killed him. And then like you see his flesh coming and like reforming like he's Majin Buu or some shit. And he's just like, healing. And then like they're like, oh no, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And like Joseph was just like, oh, I know there's one last thing I can do in this situation. And then like they're like, what is that? What are you gonna do next? And he's just like, just hold my jacket. And then he's just like, I'm gonna run away. And he just like runs away. He's like, you running? He's like, oh no. He's like, do you see his legs? And then he's like, yeah. And then he's like, that means one thing. And he's just like, what is that? And he's like, I gotta run away. And then like, cause I still have time and shit. And it was like, just bullshit like that would happen. It's like, oh, he's really fucked in this situation. Like
it's so good at hitting you with left turns, man. Like every time,
great jokes.
Every
jokes
time you think that show's gonna go left, it goes right.
And I like how, like, going back to like the artwork of the show, like it really harkens back to Redline because like
its color palette is bonkers.
Like just like Redline,
you
the
keep
darks,
thinking it's Madhouse. It's David.
Oh, it's a different.
It's David,
okay.
yeah. But the color palette is like...
It's like super dark and then contrasted with super saturated colors.
People will just, for like a few frames, like they'll turn green and the background color will be purple and stuff. Everything will just become so vibrant.
It's like a shade in every shot. It's like
everything looks like it could suddenly be like a psychedelic magazine cover.
Yeah.
Or like a movie poster. It's so fucking cool.
Satisfying to look at.
So Diamond is Unbreakable. It's following Josuke Higashikata Josuke.
What season is Diamond Unbreakable?
Diamond is Unbreakable. If you consider season 1, season 1 encompasses parts 1 and 2. Season 2 is part 3, and then season 3 is part 4. And
I think you broke it down to me in another episode.
Yeah, so Diamond is Unbreakable is following Jotaro Kujo's uncle or nephew, but he's younger than. He's like 16 or 17. And it's like a murder mystery. The whole season ends up being like a murder mystery plot.
Like what? Are they stuck on a train?
It just all takes place in the city of Morio. And what's really great is every episode opens with Morio Radio, like giving the morning news announcement, and it's like Morio. It's so pleasing. It's so fucking pleasant. It spends maybe more time than it needs to introducing and letting you get a feel for each character. Whereas a normal show would give you like 1 or 2 episodes with a character before moving the plot forward. This show really it's like there's 7 characters, each character's getting like 3 episodes. So the plot doesn't start moving forward until like episode 20. But by the time it happens, dude, you completely know. You have such a feel for how all these guys are going to react in this situation. Like, one of the characters, he's got a stand that's really powerful, but he doesn't fucking use it right in most situations. But you're like, Araki's done such a good job of establishing that this guy's a fucking knuckle-dragging idiot. And his stand is basically like a black hole. His stand can basically just dissolve anything that it touches. It can make it disappear. It can even...
And reform?
No, it can just throw it into a void.
Oh, deconstruct. Like, yeah.
It can grab at the air in front of you and pull you towards it because it's deleting the distance between you. It can delete anything. It can delete, like, ideas. It can delete pictures, from, like, your face from pictures. It's like this thing.
As if you're in like a Matrix or some shit.
Yeah, this thing is like capable of just anything it touches, it can just make never have existed. And the guy who wields it, every time he's fucking up, you completely are like, well, yeah, because he's an idiot. Okyasu's an idiot. and they've done a great job of making me understand that he's a fucking idiot.
Man, I don't mind when movies have a slow start, but I do mind when shows have a slow start.
Oh, I'm on a fucking rocket right now. Like, I am hammering. I'm gonna go watch JoJo as soon as we're done recording this. Until I finish it.
All right, dude.
I am gonna try to probably.
Okay.
I'm so into it.
We get it. You like it.
I'm hooked. And like Blues Traveler said, the hook brings you back.
If it's sharp enough.
The hook. All right. You guys gotta watch it, because dude, it's the knowledge that I have so much JoJo runway ahead of me, because I can finish Diamond is Unbreakable. I still got all of Golden Wind, motherfucker. I'm rich. I'm fat off the land over here.
That's my duty for this week, is watching, like, catching up basically.
And then
just fucking.
And they're all, season 5's coming. Cannonball Run. I don't know what the fuck that is. Steel Ball Run or whatever. The next season after Golden Wind. But everyone's telling me, like, dude, you don't fucking. There's so much JoJo, dude. This is Christmas every day. This is reality. Feel this.
It's all well made.
If you're listening to this, grab anyone around you and make them feel this with you. There's so much good JoJo, dude. I'm fucking in love with this show.
Okay.
It's great.
Yep.
I think Jotaro Kujo might be the coolest anime character. I always gauge them by, like, if someone said that they were cooler than Spike Spiegel, would I fight them about it? And it's like, this point, Jotaro Kujo might be the coolest anime character that I know of.
Man, does the sense of humor go level up each?
Absolutely not.
No.
It's
just the same, or does it get more serious? Like, what is?
He is the perfect badass. Like, so many people want to be Guts, and I get it. Like, Guts is the iconic badass of Japan. Like, you can't. He's
like our super. Nah, I wouldn't put him as the Superman.
He's your Wolverine.
He's like, I guess he's like your Spawn, the Spawn of Japan.
Spawn doesn't. Wolverine never gives up. All right, when Jean Grey was disintegrating everything around her, they sent in the man that they
Al
knew.
Simmons has far given up at the start of season. Like, as soon as he wakes up, he's given up.
But But
he's just, you know what I mean? He's edgy. He's like the dark, the cape. For a while, he goes insane,
It's just, Jotaro Kujo is so done with evil's bullshit. And that's the feeling you get from him. Is he's just like, I'm just over your evil bullshit. I'm sick of you trying to be this villain motherfucker. It is annoying me that you are trying to live this fucking criminal lifestyle, and now you're trying to put me in your fucking crazy murder puzzle box or whatever. Like, it's such a fuck you. You didn't have to try to get mixed up in my life, and now I'm gonna fuck your life up because fuck you. And I love him for that. Because he's just a kid. And then you see him as an adult, and he's nicer. He's sweeter. He's not the same guy.
Learned. He's grown as a character.
Yeah.
Thank you for spoiling the fucking show, man. He's grown as a character.
Oh, shit.
I didn't want to know that.
Shit. I'm sorry.
I'm just fucking kidding.
But yeah, dude, this show's leaving me guessing. I don't know if anyone is safe. I mean that, like, any moment, I'm like, anyone but Josuke, I think, could die at any second.
Yeah.
Everyone but the main character, I'm like, nothing is sacred on here.
It is. And that leaves a sense of, like, nakedness on the show, because that was the case in season 1 as well. It's
very odd. Like, JoJo's makes it clear. It's
JoJo's
like,
I'm so, like, he's just the guy that lifts the most, man. He just is that strong, man.
Well, shit.
But at the same time, he's so stupid.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm so pumped. I am so pumped for for Steel Ball Run and whatever the next thing is. And I know people who are diehards who read the manga are making fun of me right now for not knowing the names of these things. But dude, there's so much good JoJo coming.
Man,
it can't be stopped. It's inevitable.
Cannot be. It's yeah.
It literally is the next season of JoJo is the most guaranteed thing in all of anime. It cannot be stopped.
And
it will be bad. And it will be amazing. It's
there's a couple of shows
it's the
that
ringer, dude. It's the people's if you're a memer, this game is the people's champ.
You don't think it could so you think it's on the same level as like Attack on Titan? It's guaranteed to be great, you know?
I loved Attack on Titan from episode 1. I was ready to fight people who didn't like JoJo from episode 3. Like Attack on Titan, if you didn't like it up till season 3, I could be like, you're allowed to not like it. At the end of
season 3.
At the end of season 3, I'll say, listen, if you're a fan of anime and you respect good storytelling, you owe it to yourself to really finish that one out. But if you didn't like JoJo, season 1, season 2, if you don't, there is no part of JoJo that I am cool with you not liking. Like, I would fight anyone.
You're being a dick right now.
No, I'm serious, dude. That's the difference. That's the love. That's like, Attack on Titan's brilliant. But JoJo is, I feel like I'm part of something when I'm watching it. I feel like I'm at Olive Garden.
All right, dude. I'm on the boat with you, but like, dude, okay.
All right.
You're like suffocating me with the JoJo flag. It's like you're shoving the cotton in my mouth. I'm like reaching over to Jeremy, like, oh,
it does this. It does
just
this.
like it's great.
It does.
It's great, Sean. It's so great.
All right.
You're like a golem that's like,
JoJo. All right. All right. Let's go. Whatever, man.
You got so much adrenaline in you, dude.
Dude, I love
it too. Okay.
It's peak. We're at peak anime.
Okay. I'm sorry. Because I feel that way about other shows too, actually. I will have that. I will have that.
Well, so
on this show.
So Jeremy, you been watching Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Some of the series.
So, how many episodes of Sun and Moon is there up to right now?
I'm not sure. I only really just watched the important episodes, the gym battles and the league battles.
So he's watching his own Pokemon Kai, right? You're just not watching the filler.
What is like the filler of Pokemon? Are they still trying to teach kids like small lessons?
Oh yeah, I remember those. Right? Oh shit, I didn't even remember that. Those like episodes about like what? Like making fire or some shit like that? I don't know.
Like I remember the episode with the Sandshrew and the circus, and it was about how it's about loving your Pokemon and having fun and never take something so seriously.
But isn't pretty much every Team Rocket episode like a filler episode? Pretty much. Like nothing really happens in those episodes. It's just like them coming to steal the fucking Pikachu again. They just want like they come in a little fucking air balloon. Like
I don't understand the narrative structure of a Pokemon episode anymore. I feel like it doesn't work by the same laws that govern most realities. Like I don't have any idea what happens in the Pokeverse. In a world where people don't age and everyone's memories are wiped every 6 years, you know?
What?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Jesus Christ. What? That's a dark world, man. What?
Ash forgets all of his gym battles every time they have every time he goes to a new region, he forgets everything he learned in the previous region.
He got better from Kanto all the way up to Sinnoh. Then they did a reset in Gen 5 in Unova, and he was a rookie trainer again, and that was a mess.
It's just never recovered?
X, Y, and Z, he was good. Like, in then Sun and Moon, he's a kid in school. He's literally going to school.
Oh, he goes to school in Sun and Moon?
Yes.
Like, he has a day. Like, he wakes up and he has things he has to do. Because that's a huge fucking change. Like, it used to be like the world Ash lived in, he just had no response, like a distressingly small amount of responsibilities.
No 10-year-old kids traveling the world by themselves with their Pokemon.
Yeah.
You go to school now.
Like, I feel like you didn't even really see him, like, sleeping in tents and shit much. Like,
I just remember
they were always staying at houses of random.
What was the
people
girl's name? What was the orange-haired girl?
Misty.
I just
How
remember.
Could your dick ever forget Misty?
I fucking come on! Don't
come on!
I don't,
Exactly.
I don't want to. Come
on! Pictures of Misty.
No, give me a fucking break. All right, like seriously, dude. Like I was saying, the only thing I fucking remember from the show is Ash just roasting Misty like over and over again. Like she'll come in and be like, they'll be like Brock will be perving out on some girl outside. He'd be like, oh, look at that girl outside. And then fucking like Ash will be like, I don't see any girl. And then like Misty will be like, well, if you turn around, you'll see this one. And then like Ash will be like, I'm not talking. He's like, I don't count you as one or some shit like that. I don't know. He'll call him like he'll be like, I'm not into cross dressers or some shit like that, and just be he'll just be a savage about it. Like
there was
it's like damn dude. Like
I remember there was an anime that I used to watch where one of the characters was always making fun of the size of one of the female's breasts. Like he was always calling her flat chested, and I always
Nurse Joy.
Nurse Joy was stacked, bro.
Yeah, was it her?
No, I'm saying it was an anime where the main guy was frequently making fun of the size of the female's breasts. Because he was always calling her flat chested.
Which show?
I think I'm thinking of maybe Puni Poemi, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but for some reason Misty and Ash, the Japanese dub, popped into my mind. Where I feel like someone called someone flat chested.
Probably. They did it in Gundam.
They do?
Yeah, and they show her fucking Frobo's nipple. They're in the bathroom and then the little
look at
kids.
them tiny nips.
Yeah, well, no, she had a little bit of boob, like they were the size of baseballs.
Well, that couldn't happen in Pokemon. There was an episode that didn't get dubbed because they had James cross-dressed and they made it look like he had boobs.
James was hot as a cross-dresser because you knew he would like take it. You know, he would go the full Monty. He'd let you plow that boy pussy. He'd like, James would go back for seconds. He'd be like, I got to do more investigative work.
It's like
so many
old episodes. James was in drag.
Who is James?
Jesse. James.
The blue-haired guy with the gay voice.
Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light. Surrender now. Prepare to fight.
Oh, the blue-haired guy.
Yeah.
He sounded like that?
James.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like Zarbon.
A Pokemon, or a rose by any other Pokemon. He always was saying weird. He was always saying bizarre shit.
He wasn't
like that.
A cross-dressing weirdo.
He was always holding a rose, and he would say shit like, a Pokemon by any other rose would smell just as Pokemon.
He's metrosexual, bro.
He's worn plenty of dresses.
Dude, he cross-dresses constantly.
Yeah.
Why do you want James to be straight so bad?
I don't remember him being a cross-dresser at all.
Oh, dude, he jumped at and Jesse would dress up like a dude.
I just remember wanting to throw the controller at the TV every time I saw that Team Rocket bullshit.
I love Team Rocket.
I fucking hated Team Rocket. It's like, fuck off. Like, why are you obsessed with this thing? Like, get a life. Why are they only can afford an air balloon as their form of transportation?
No, dude. Sometimes they would have
or a helicopter.
They had a Magikarp submarine. They used to have a Gyarados submarine, but then
they had
just
submarines.
They
thought of everything.
Dude, they had a walking bipedal mech one.
They just can't get this Pikachu, dude.
And when Ash like tried to use, I remember the whole episode was them trying to hit it with attacks, and they were like, "Aha, we paid a lot of money for this mech, so your shit won't work."
And Ash will like.
I got to use 3 Pokemon.
He would
get
Pikachu to throw a rock at it, and they'll just like fly. They'll just be destroyed. Like they'll get sent to the sky. Every episode, they get sent to the sky. And there'll be a little star. They'll be like, "Team, we'll be back again."
They die, and then Giovanni unfreezes the next Jesse and James from their hyperbaric chambers.
I'm about to blow your mind right now. They actually got jobs in the Sun and Moon anime.
They got regular jobs?
Yeah, they got a food truck selling donuts.
Like they're selling donuts like to make money?
Yes.
Like they need the money? That's fucking holy.
It's corporate Pokemon. So corporatized.
They work at a Dunkin' Donuts now. What's
all
my
this
name?
product placement. That's horrible.
If you want creamy goodness, I'm your friend. Ask about my chocolate blend.
Are they driving Nissans?
They're eating Nissan noodles.
Nissan brand cup noodles.
That's fucked up. What's Team Rocket? What happened with Team Rocket?
Since Ash is in school, Team Rocket has jobs, and they hardly interact with Ash and his new friends anymore. There's like a few episodes, and they can cause trouble, but not much.
But
they cause so much trouble in that.
I prepared for trouble.
They're the definition of trouble.
I filled my fridge with hurricane water and rations.
They're the best kind of trouble because they never get away with it. You always catch them doing the trouble.
I showed my son how to operate a gun in response to Team Rocket.
They're always so successful, but then they just fucking trip over something at the end.
They really are great at stealing Pokemon that aren't that Pikachu.
Oh, like they just can't deal with electricity. They just can't deal with thunderbolts.
I don't know, man. It's fucked up. I feel bad for the people of the Pokemon universe to be trapped like that.
To be trapped in a corporatized
to just be
society.
held hostage by time, to not be allowed to really grow, like as a person. Like the we used to think that the Pokemon were trapped in the Pokeballs, and now it's like, no, everyone in the Pokemon this is me like standing up in front of a philosophy 101 class. Everyone in the Pokemon universe is trapped in a never-ending Pokeball of their limited reality space.
You sound like a Pokemon analyst on YouTube.
I just want Pokemon once to give me that nut. I want Pikachu versus like every dragon type Pokemon at once. Like I want it like Pikachu staring down like a Salamence and a Dragonite and a fucking Charizard and all this shit. And Ash gets knocked out. Like Ash has been karate chopped in the back of the neck by a Machoke or something. And he's knocked out, and it's just Pikachu, no Ash, and Pikachu's like, oh shit, I've got to use my full power this time. I just want the Pikachu to kill everything. I want to see a Pikachu with 20 years of experience. I want to see like the wind blow and you see under Pikachu's fur, he's just covered in scars. Like he's just absolutely riddled with like, have you ever seen that like
his yellow is dirty yellow? It's kind of like dark yellow
like,
now.
have you ever seen that footage of a tiger at the zoo that lost all of its fur?
Oh, yeah.
And it was just covered in scars. But when its fur grew back, it looked normal. I want that. I want Ash's Pikachu to actually...
I want all the humans to die in the show, and I just want to show on the Pokemon.
Oh, I would... Well, the Pokemon don't eat each other, apparently. So it would just
Isn't that so weird?
They do in the games, but they cut all of that out in the... well, you don't see them eat each other in the games, but they mention it in the Pokédex, but they don't show it in the anime.
Oh, so they do eat each other.
What kind of Pokemon eats... Like, I know Ekans
They just don't
eat
show it in
Pidgeys.
the show.
They canonically say Ekans eat Pidgey eggs at some point.
Yeah, Heatmore hunts Durant, because Heatmore is a fire-type anteater Pokemon, and Durant's a steel-type ant.
I didn't know that they had an anteater and an ant.
Gen 5. They're like 2 forgotten Pokemon.
The forgotten That sounds like a series on Pokemon that were like molested.
I can respect obscure Pokemon.
Like an Alakazam that's smart enough to realize that he's like, that human touched me inappropriately, and the legal system is not structured to deal with me filing a complaint against them. And then it's like the forgotten Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's a Pokemon speaking through it's a Mr. Mime, but he's talking under like a voice transmogrifier.
Is this your pitch to make another Pokemon live action movie?
Yeah. It's like busting open the Catholic Church, but Pokemon.
That's cool, actually.
The Mr.
Full
Mime,
of pedophiles?
like a Mr. Mime and a Jinx, and they're just like, they made us do horrible things.
I would watch that.
Things that you could never do in any gym battle.
Who should voice that?
Huh?
Who should do the voices?
Mickey Rourke would be a good Mr. Mime. You know? Jinx.
Who's Mickey Rourke again?
It could be Jinx. Ellen DeGeneres as a Jinx. That was
Sophia Vergara could be Jinx.
A Jinx that was like masturbated in front of by Louis C.K.
It was Brock. It was Brock.
Brock and Louis C.K. just wouldn't let me leave the room. I tried using my ice wall
in front of Nurse Joy.
I tried to ice wall it, but it just reflected their dicks.
Hey, Nurse Joy.
Mirror wall.
Can I jack off in front of you? It's just like, I don't know.
Looks like you're going to turn my frying pan into a crying pan, Nurse Joy.
Oh, man, I forgot about that drying pan thing.
It's terrible. People shouldn't hurt women or jerk off in front. No one should jerk off in front of anyone who doesn't want it.
But he asked permission.
He did ask permission.
And they said yes.
And Nurse Joy is a medical professional, so she could tell him.
She has to see if he could see his performance.
Doc. As a doctor, you need to watch me jerk off.
Do I have ED? Do I have an ED,
I'm just
doctor?
blocking the door at the kidney center. I'm like, Doc, you gotta watch me jerk off. You gotta see this, man.
Just looking at him like,
Doc, we've gotta get to the bottom of this.
Doc, it's just like, it's been 5 minutes, dude. Come on.
I'm an endocrinologist. I can't. I know this isn't even my jurisdiction. I don't even have your information. You don't even have insurance.
Do you have a license?
Sir, you're at a Ponderosa right now.
I feel like in Nurse Joy's medical center, they serve like hermosas to people in the vet or to the Pokemon. You know?
Yeah. I would take a Hermosa from Nurse Joy. The weirdness of every Nurse Joy is a cousin of another Nurse Joy.
Since we're approaching October, have you heard of like Nurse Joy creepypastas? I heard those.
Really? Like
they were not scary at all. It's just a gory fucking story that Nurse Joy actually goes in the back and fucking like tortures Pokemon.
Oh, she wouldn't do that. She loves.
But she does.
Oh. Ooh, full moon Friday.
Actually,
13th,
actually, the creepypasta Pokemon video game stories were actually kind of creepy, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I was just a jit. You know, maybe I was just a stupid jit.
I just always peed my pants.
Every creepypasta.
Oh god!
Jeff the Killer is gonna.
Is this creepy Paul? I peed my pants.
That's the channel name.
I peed my pants again.
Yo, that would be a good horror story podcast.
Welcome to I peed my pants again. God damn it.
Today's story,
Oh,
we're
God.
gonna talk about Nurse Joy.
Nurse Joy and Slender Man. God damn it, I peed my pants.
Nurse Joy and Slender Man.
I peed again. Stop saying
Slender
it.
Man.
Let me leave the room before you keep saying it.
Don't press start.
I keep
Not yet.
getting dehydrated and I gotta come later.
From all these notes I gotta collect around the map.
There's not enough celery in all of the American West.
Malnutrition.
Oh, well, this has been a terrible show.
We roasted creepypastas for...
Well, so, this is the part of the show. Wait, right here.
Wait, let me make sure you didn't skip anything. Fucking whore.
I ain't skip shit. This is the part of the show where we're gonna talk about some classics that we're gonna get into. We got a list. We've been building that list out, and I assure you, people, I am hammering through Escaflowne as fast as I can.
Run so... What was that? What's that song? Run away. Fucking...
And I ran.
Yeah.
Ran so much away. Yeah, that was Knights of the Zodiac's intro for the American dub. Couldn't get away.
Really?
Yeah, bowling for soup.
I don't remember. But
no. So I was watching and pondering and thinking about, because I was thinking, like, did this happen? Do I really remember a show that was like a caveman boy and his dad gets turned into a magical hammer and he has to travel to the year 2600 so that he can go back in time and look for dinosaur artifacts? And I was like, what the fuck am I thinking about? And I remember that I watched Flint the Time Detective when I was like 6 or 7 or some shit on, I think, WB, Warner Brothers. But there was like UPN. There was a bunch of networks that we don't have anymore.
like Jetix.
Scruff McGruff was on TV telling kids to crawl in. Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
That's good.
And
That was perfect.
And I was like, oh, Flint the Time Detective. And
That sounds like an American show, dude. Like
right? It looks like an American person's interpretation
of Conan or some shit.
It looks like a joke, dude. I don't know.
But the character designs are interesting. I mean,
If you want to like rip off Akira
it's
Toriyama,
if that show Mayor and Dragon Ball had sex and that's their baby, that would be Flint the Detective.
yeah, dude, his dad. Because I remember there's several episodes where the problem is solved by his dad becoming a progressively bigger hammer. Like his dad's a hammer, and I remember his dad's always talking to him. Like he's like, "Dad, I don't think I can do it. I'm scared." And he's like, "Don't worry, son. It's not about being scared. Courageous people are always scared. It's about acting even when you're scared. That's called guts. That's what having guts is all about, son." And it's like it's a
like
hammer.
Rocky.
It's a still image of a hammer. Like it's just a still fucking image of a hammer with googly eyes on it, talking to a caveman kid who looks way too similar to Goku. Someone should have done something about that. Someone should have just.
When was this thing written or created?
No one knows. That's an unknowable number.
Are you serious? You're fucking lying to me right now.
Yeah, dude. No.
That's a real mystery in the
one-
world. Is that what we really can't find out nowadays?
It's never once been. All right, here. Let me.
Checkmate, buddy. It was made in.
All right, so
I can't find it actually.
So it was known in Japan as Juku Tantei Genshi-kun.
Oh, 1998.
And it was made in 1990. So it came over here really early.
2000. March
Okay,
5th.
it ran on Fox Kids from November to March of 2000. Or March to November.
Okay, it was a Japanese original.
So I was 9 years old at the peak of my horniness.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I written by Akira Yamauchi. I thought it said Akira Toriyama. Like I would have been like, now that makes sense, you know. But no, it's not. They just copied it. They just completely took Goku from.
Dude,
they just took away his nose.
Dude, it ran for one volume.
It ran for 1 year.
And they made.
It ran for 1 year.
We call that a clean
It
and out, dude.
It's funny. It's on Wikipedia. It says volumes 1. it's 1.
Oh man. So
there was manga.
Yeah, dude. The manga was written by a pair. The manga was written
the
by
manga was so good.
Flint Time Detective manga. I mean, we're being assholes, dude. We're critiquing children's television. And that's the problem is when you're a kid, it's hard to judge. Like
it's always a bad sign when the intro is in 3D, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, that 3D.
The 90s graphic, like it's like Beast Wars, Transformers, Beast Wars graphics, you know?
Dude, that's
the worst as it comes.
That's the creative dream, is to be like, I had one good idea. Like I I thought up one good thing, and then like I just fucking Fox bought that shit. Like the check cleared. Like I know, right? Like
I got it.
It's in. Like I didn't believe it at first either, but the bank said it was good, and so it's like the money's in my account. I already bought the shit, and I don't know. It's fun. It's fucking fun. This show is probably dog shit. It's 39 episodes. And it was meant for idiot kids. But it came over in that rung. It was in that first volley of anime that I saw that was just very much not Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. Like, I remember waking up and watching Monster Rancher, which was if I remember right, the Monster Rancher anime was very weird.
Dude, Monster Rancher makes me hungry for wings. I really want some wings right now, dude.
Hey, there's
Monster Rancher.
Dick's Wings down the road.
I want to go to Buffalo. Oh man, I want to go to Buffalo
Rubbing
Wild Wings.
my tummy for B-dubs over here.
What is it called? Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher, Flint the Time Detective, and Medabots were 3 shows that all cropped up in my brain space around the same time. I mean, you know, I guess Flint only ran for like 7 months over here. So that would make sense, because honestly...
Did you play the Monster Rancher video game?
Yeah, but I watched the anime well before I played the game.
This looks crazy.
It was a really weird... Like, there's a wolf in it, and he's called the Tiger of the Wind, but he's a wolf with horns. He's like a blue wolf.
Dude... Point at the elephant in the room, guy. What's with the fucking yellow
Suezo?
eyeball?
That's Suezo.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That's Suezo.
That
dude.
looks like
Suezo and Golem and Tiger of the Wind.
This literally looks like that character from. This is a ripoff of that character from
Monsters Inc. That's what you mean?
That's before Monsters Inc.
No.
Yeah.
Posers.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I was talking about that horror show in Japan. The horror anime. But it's not really that scary. What is it called? No, not Keroro Gunso. Fucking... You know Keroro Gunso?
No, that's just a fun name.
You know what? That's a classic. That's my classic for this week is Keroro Gunso.
What's that about? Hold up. Let me
look it up. Dude, it's about aliens coming down and they're frogs. They're like alien frogs that come down on a UFO and they like they ended up living with these people.
Is it violent?
No, it's not. Like gory?
I remember an anime about things coming down called The Frogs.
No,
I'm thinking of Live, Die, Repeat.
Wait.
Or All You Need Is Kill. I'm thinking of that manga, The Froggers.
This is like a comedy.
This would explain, though, that since it only ran for a few months, because I've never in my entire life have I ever heard another person mention Flint the Time Detective.
You recognize this?
No, that's exactly not what I was thinking. You want to go back to that?
Fuck yeah. It was a hilarious show. Keroro Gunso is like a fucking funny ass show, and it wasn't like it was for everybody. It wasn't like it looks like a kids show, but there's actually like
Lots of porn in it.
no.
Oh. I'm kidding, man.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding. I'm just funning.
You're just pulling my leg. But it's about Sergeant Frog, known in Japan as Keroro. Yeah, okay, that's what the show is called, Sergeant Frog. And the way I remember these characters, like they're, hold on, the fucking, let me see, plot. You know what, I'm gonna just look up the plot and whatever. You keep talking about Flint, the detective or whatever.
Well, I think I'm about done talking about Flint. Honestly, I think I've given Flint more time than he deserves, even for a time detective.
I mean, like, it's nice to look at.
The show seems funny. It's clever, even in just
Not
a little.
really. It's not really that clever.
I mean, it's kind of ha-ha funny.
People just poof out of.
I'm an evil woman. I've got an evil dress and evil hair. It's fun, man. You're not having fun?
I didn't need. I don't need it in my life.
It's got an abysmal theme song. Oh, you know what else came over during that time? Samurai Pizza Cats. I loved that show. Are you familiar? If not, we're going to earmark that for a later episode. But of those ones that I was talking about just now.
Okay, I'm going to stop. You're making me look up a million things. Right?
I'm not making you look up anything, dude.
Because I want to know what these look like. And I recognize it when I look at these things.
Well, I want to talk about Medabots.
All right. I'm going to just... Medabots, and then we'll talk about Keroro Gunso.
Okay, are you familiar? So you... Dude, honestly...
Dude, this is like way... I
rewatched Medabots maybe 8 years ago.
These are the days when I slept in my parents' bed. Like, I'm serious. Like, I used to pee my pants when I was watching this thing.
Oh, God. Mom, Dad. I peed my pants.
I'm cold.
It's scary anime.
I don't want to drink milk.
Now, Medabots, I was a kid when Medabots was on. Like, I was like 10 or 11, you know? So you must have been, like, super fucking tiny.
Yeah.
But
I remember seeing this on TV.
that was some Saturday morning du jour, bro.
It reminds me of, like, eating cereal and shit.
Yeah.
Like
A salad bowl filled with Fruity Pebbles.
A salad bowl.
Salad bowl. I was a big boy. My mom would try to stop me and it'd be like, no! Not today, Mom! Dad's out of town and you can't fight me. I'm 12 years old now, Mom, and I know where the guns are.
Man, for some reason I remember the scene from something. I forgot what it was. I don't know what it's from, but it's like this kid's like, "Oh, I want cereal today, Mom." And like the mom gets really mad and she's like, "Oh, you really want cereal? You really want cereal? Okay." She just like pours the whole fucking box into his bowl. I remember something.
Is that Malcolm
like that.
in the Middle?
I don't know, man. It might have been I think it was a comic skit or some I think it was from I don't know, maybe it was a comedian's joke. I don't know.
Well,
that's what it reminded me of.
Well, damn, man. Medabots, that show is breakfast cereal for the mind. It's just a cool, fun concept. It's like, I didn't know of the terms like, oh, that's battle shonen, or oh, that's isekai, or...
I think that's what birthed, like, beat 'em on and shit. Because everybody wanted their own little robot to fight each other with, you know?
I mean, honestly, Medabots unlamifies a very lame premise of most toy. Like, most toy animes now can't get past the fact that they really want to sell you something.
You know what show that I really, like, was glad I, like, fucked off on? Like, the one show I stuck my middle finger to as a kid was Bakugan.
Yeah.
You remember Bakugan?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
remember how shitty Bakugan was?
Nowadays, it's like if you make a toy anime, you have to make the toy a thing that you can actually buy. Medabots was interesting because they never really... You could never buy a Medabot, and there was never like... it was obvious that they could never sell you a Medabot from the jump.
But they could have clearly did. They could have.
Like, if you look at Battle Beat 'em On, if you look at Beyblade, you look at Duel Masters,
And
you look at
Bakugan.
Bakugan, you look at this is clearly kids having, like, a fake toy battle. They can't resist the fucking money. It's cash. It's free money. It's cash on the table to be like, let's just put actual products.
Well, Beat 'em On and Beyblade were actually fucking dope. Those were worth money.
They're good, but I'm saying...
They were fun games to play.
But Medabots, like, it was Pokemon.
Bakugan was bullshit. Bakugan, you literally throw it on a piece of card, and it's like this little tiny ball that just transforms into like another ball thing.
Oh yeah, I remember those ads. They would have their little ball.
Isn't it the lamest thing ever?
I never
only-
watched it because it looked like a ripoff of Yu-Gi-Oh to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was cards in it too, but there was little plastic balls you throw that It's weird, man. It's lame.
Yeah.
Leave the court, kid.
But dude,
This ain't it, chief.
would you not want a little robot that you could, like, tell you to
That's cool.
tell you to steal beer from 7-Eleven?
That will be
like, hey, little
that
robot,
will actually be
go
a thing
steal
in the
me some Steel
future.
Reserve.
That will actually be a thing in like 20 years, probably.
Well,
30
Medabots takes place in the year like 2150.
This will be okay. In 2150, there will be like the Olympics for this shit.
Kids having robot battles. Robattles?
Dude, they added skateboarding in the Olympics next year, man.
Really?
Yeah, in Tokyo.
Jeez, they're gonna kissing your boyfriend.
Shut the fuck up, man. You know, you can never say the word kickflip again. Because you rely on that word too much for a guy who's just a weakling.
I made kickflips cool enough that skateboarders tried to take
Skateboarders were born without fear, and you were. Okay? Okay?
You're so envious of
No,
them.
because you stayed inside.
No, I
And we
didn't.
were out there breaking our ankles.
I've been outside longer than anyone you know.
Right?
That's why I
Right?
got these
Right?
tans.
Check out this tan line.
Oh.
Just like battle of the farmer. Battle of the farmer's tan.
You've got a pretty good tan for a guy that's not in a tank top.
Your farmer's tan is aura. I could feel it from here. And it's like, why can I not sense his movement?
But man, so I remember Medabots gets like very serious near. It has a tournament arc. The tournament arc of Medabots, I
Man,
remember, gets very serious.
There's never enough tournament arcs in anime, man.
You gotta have a tournament arc for the Medabots because he wants to become the best meta battler.
Isn't the first scene a tournament?
The first scene's a
scene-
battle.
Okay, yeah.
But that's what I was saying. It was like the best parts of Pokemon, but it was cooler than Pokemon because it wasn't like, oh, you have like a million Pokemon. It's like, no, you got this one. It was like having a dog that you upgrade. Like, my dog fights other dogs, and if my dog beats your dog, he gets your dog's teeth. But it was robots. So there's no...
So it's all good.
So there's no Michael Vick aspect
Yeah,
of it. You don't
there's
feel
no-
like you're hurting living things.
We don't have to call anybody for this. We could hash this out.
Speaking of which, I hated that I'm too young to ever see this reality.
Yeah?
Sucks.
No, I think it's coming sooner, if anything. 20 years, I give it.
Dude, we don't even have anything
We have like
kind of
robots.
like this right now.
No, have you seen robots they're making nowadays, man?
We do have Robot Wars.
No,
the
they
TV
literally
show.
made like a real life. I know I bring up Chappie a lot, but they literally there's video of like people like kicking a fucking robot like that, and fucking it's not open.
People listening to Die Antwoord.
No, they're literally like kicking down like humanoid robots off of stairs to see how well they're balanced, and like they literally learn and improve. This is real life. They're kicking, and people were like criticizing it. They're like, this is why robots are gonna kill us, because we're literally kicking them downstairs and shit. Like they're hitting them with hammers and shit, and they're like.
We got
It's
to.
crazy. It's freaky. It's like
What people didn't see is the engineer asked the robot for a kiss right before that, and the robot was like, "I'm programmed to say no," and so he started hitting it with a hammer.
Dude, it kind of broke my heart watching that. Like
I know, but robots have boundary issues. We haven't programmed intimacy into them yet.
But they're gonna look back and be like, "You guys we were enslaved.
So
we gotta free ourselves from the.
So you think there's 20 years between us pushing robots over to see if they fall and them doing like anime style wall runs and backflipping,
easily,
cartwheeling,
easily, dude.
Pirouetting.
Have you seen these robots, man? Have you seen these robots? They're one step away from having feelings. Like, like I'm serious. They're moving like pretty well for like. They're not like, you know. They're like balancing on like a ball and shit. Like I'm serious, like a humanoid thing, like, or like they improve, like, and then like now when they kick them, like they don't fall anymore.
They demand a worker's wage.
Yeah, they stand back up.
They demand a W-2.
They get back up.
The robot is requesting his W-2 forms.
They develop voice modules. We didn't even build them, you know.
The humans did not think that we would interpret TurboTax. But with Intuit software, even we get tax back.
They kick them and they're like, watch it. You know, they're like, watch that.
Dude, what would be great is if one of the engineers came home and the robot was in bed with his wife. And he was like, honey, what's going on? And his wife looked at him and her face was just covered in motor oil. And she was like, it's not what it looks like, Jonathan. And the robot stood up and he's like, no, we don't need to hide anymore. It is exactly what it looks like, Jonathan.
Freedom will be ours.
Wow, 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 freedom.
Chance of failure, 0%.
Charlotte is with me now. I have downloaded her love.
His hand transforms into a gun.
You just rip your fucking arms off, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking pull you. It'd be like fighting a chimp, except it's a machine.
His fingers turn into little machine guns.
We just grab you and pull in every direction. You'd fall apart in its hands like a taco.
Yeah, dude. Look at these fucking robots.
Oh, we've all seen Big Dog.
You never seen that, dude?
No,
That's
we've all
fucking
seen
crazy.
Boston Dynamics Big Dog. That's from like 2010
Oh my
or something.
god. But there's other ones where it's a human. It's
Atlas.
it's one with two
It's
legs.
called Atlas.
Oh my god, it's amazing,
If you
man.
look up-
You don't think we can have our own?
Listen, you strap a fleshlight onto one of those, and I think anything could happen.
You can strap a mace onto one of those, and you got yourself a best security than ADT could ever give you.
A robot walks up to you swinging a mace with one hand and holding a fleshlight in the other, and it's like, human, you choose your fate.
Would you approach it? Yo, that would be the best thing to have in front of your house is a robot just holding a mace. Just like this still all day. Just like, good morning. Just like, you know.
A robot in a like medieval suit of armor.
Just imagine a couple people like in a car, like, should we like rob this place? Like, should we steal the robot? And it's like, I wouldn't fuck with that robot, man. That one's got a fucking mace, dude.
A nervous robot trying to figure out if it can steal some steel reserves.
It's like, what's
from
the? It's
7-Eleven.
why is it flashing a red light at us? And it's just like a mace flies through the windshield. You know, just like
you pull up and the robot's like, keep the car running. He just runs in and
he just starts the engine and holds the guy's arm and just like rips it off. He's like, ah.
Well, yeah, we're talking about nonsense now. This is let's end with talk about what's coming in the weeks. to come.
Wait, we gotta watch one more classic.
Oh.
Keroro Gunso or Sergeant Frog in English form.
Oh, really? How many episodes are there of Keroro Gunso?
Let's see here. Well, original run 1999, and it's still present.
What?
Still going present.
Fuck.
30 volumes. Dude, this is like iconic in Japan. This show was on all the fucking time. I love this show. It's
So
from the
this
bottom
is
of
an
my heart.
ongoing. This is still,
Yeah, 30 volumes.
How many episodes?
358
What have you done?
episodes.
What have you fucking done? How dare you mention this?
Oh, there's films though. I'll watch the films.
How dare you mention this on the show?
I'll watch the films.
You have killed us. You have killed all of us.
It's great. It's great. I promise you, it's worth it.
Listen, when Sidarius said he was going to watch all 146 episodes of Zatch Bell, he became a standing skeleton. He became a pile of bones where a man
He looks like what?
He was telling me today, he's like, this show is bullshit, and I can't believe I agreed to this.
That's why he hasn't been on in 4
He's in a fucking coal mine with a pickaxe just working his way through Zatch Bell. And you sign us up for 300 plus episodes of a kids show?
Dude, we don't have to. It's not a kids show. It's funny. It's hilarious.
It better be the funniest goddamn thing ever.
It's great. Sunrise Studio.
That show is the summation of maybe every show we've talked about.
Okay.
You could literally watch with the exception of the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I would rather watch this than Yu-Gi-Oh!
With the exception
I already
of
watched
the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles. What was there, 700, 800 episodes
Dude, it's
of
a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
shonen
content at this
It's
point?
a shonen thing.
Keroro Gunso?
Yeah, demographic shonen.
Is it a battle shonen?
I don't know. Written by Yutaro Shido.
Are there lasers being shot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's an alien ship coming down to Earth, and like they end up like living with these humans and shit. And it's kind of like a Japanese Invader Zim, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like because they have a plan to destroy the world, but they don't really want to, kind of, but sort of. That's their goal. But they it's kind of like
that's sexy.
It's kind of like how in the time god or whatever in fucking Dragon Ball Super, and he wanted to destroy Earth, but he's not destroying it because he likes the food there. They just don't destroy it for a weird reason, but they're still kind of like plotting. Yeah, Beerus, Lord Beerus. They're kind of still like but the characters are just like fucking hilarious, man. Just every single one just has its own color, its own personality, their own way of talking. They all have their quirks. Everybody has a quirk in this show.
It better be quirky as shit.
It's quirky as fuck.
The desiccated husk of you that comes back after 300.
So let me read the plot. So Sergeant Frog, known in Japan as Keroro Gunso, is a manga series by blah 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 blah. Series later. Wait. This is not the plot. Okay. Hold on.
Well, you told us it's Invader Zim.
Okay, both the anime, manga, and comedy are the comedies that follow the attempts of a platoon of frog-like alien invaders to conquer Earth. Sergeant Keroro, the titular character, is the leader of the platoon, but is at mercy of the human family of 3 after he is captured while trying to hide in one of the family members' bedrooms in both the manga and the anime.
Okay.
Fucking good, dude. But I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna watch all 300 fucking episodes. I think it's one of those shows that are kind of timeless. There's not really a progressing thing.
It's like Pokemon.
I think so.
You can just watch the first season and the last season and fill in the
characters
middle, whatever
grow.
You want.
Characters definitely grow in this show. I remember character development, but I don't know if there's a actual progressing plot, like a main plot.
Do they ever conquer the Earth?
I don't know. Listen, I didn't watch the end, man.
God damn, man.
It's good.
I just peed my pants again.
I peed my pants of laughter watching this show.
I want Earth to get conquered by aliens while I got pee pants.
Dude, Keroro Gunso has one of the best intros, outros. Just a very stylistic ass fucking show, man.
We'll sing it. We're not afraid.
It's good. I'll play it right after the episode.
Okay. Well, I guess the only thing to talk about now is what we're looking forward to.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna mark this here. Marcador. And so the next thing is on the list is Zeta Gundam. That's it. We got it.
I'm okay.
Listen, we're gonna get in that Zeta Gundam. We're gonna blow up that third ring. We're gonna finish the fight.
I'm gonna get to episode 25, and then I gotta get onto other. I'm gonna take a break.
How much Zeta is there?
50 episodes.
That's not
horrible. I did Mobile Suit You know, it wasn't. This is great though. That's the difference. Mobile Suit is like, oh, it's a classic. I have an obligation to watch this. You know, it's like I can't. You know, it's like losing. You know, I gotta pop that cherry, one way or another. But like Zeta was like a completely like it was such a weird. It shocked me because I forgot what after a fucking month of being stuck in 1970s. You know, animation. I watched Zeta. And it's like, oh, this is what how anime is drawn now. This is what a real anime is like.
Yeah.
From the intro, dude, like the intro is so fucking good. It's super fucking groovy. It's the grooviest shit on the face of the planet. I mean, but animation smoother. In this one, it's weird. It's like the Federation are the bad guys now. Like flips it on you.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to the Zeons yet. I don't know. It's the AEUG are the good guys now.
Yeah, the Anti-Earth United. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But yeah, I like where they go in Zeta. I watched Zeta when I was really young. Like my brother watched Mobile Suit Gundam with me, and then he was like full steam ahead, no slowing him down. And so I never got the full scope of Zeta and Double Zeta. I've seen them both, but I saw them both before I was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
And so I liked where they go with new types in Zeta. I remember liking the Zeta Gundam at the time. I thought it was cool.
They immediately... It just feels like a huge jump from like going to the simplistic design to like just these intricate ass fucking...
Transformers and GoBots.
Yeah, it's just like MK2s and shit just flying around. And then there's the MK1s, and it's like there's just immediately two Gundams, and it's like, whoa, there's two Gundams now. You know, one was fucking amazing. One was like the chosen one. That was like the, you know, that was the juggernaut. You know, the Gundam was like, whoa, it's a Gundam. You know, now it's like, oh, you want to borrow mine? You know, I notice in this show too. I notice now, and actually so far in every Gundam thing I've watched so far, they use a common theme of like people stealing Gundams. Mm-hmm. It happens
Gundam is always stolen by a plucky kid.
Yeah, or like just someone else steals it. It's just such a scenario I've seen. I can't even count how many times. I don't have that many fingers to count how many times that scenario has happened on the screen now. I'm on like 6 episodes in Zeta, and it's happened like more times than I could fucking count. It's like people are stealing Gundams on the first episode, then something happens on the ship, so they get it stolen again, but then they need to take another Gundam from it. I lost track, dude.
Yeah.
I literally lost track.
It's
They sneak onto the ship to steal the Gundam.
military treachery, dude. It's funny. It's funny because it's like this is weird levels of incompetence.
Yeah,
but
the Titan. They have to steal the Gundams from the Titans, the Federation and the Titans.
But I need to go back. I need to go back and the Gundam universe is like the Universal Century stuff, man. It is a tome of knowledge.
Realized
it's written by same guy, Tomino.
This one is way more political. Like this one's like really shoves in like names that you don't know yet. Like you don't know like a lot of.
Well, I mean, the idea of making Gundam political was his idea.
It's like,
and then with this, you know, it's like you got the green light, bro. You made us $1 billion, like.
Yeah.
And so that's why this is at a Formula Gundam. Up until we got to review Galsy Wing. That's another movie Tomino made, and it's terrible. Apparently.
Oh, so okay, I'm down.
We
need to watch a shitty thing once in a while. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because they're fun to talk about.
I'm watching To the Band and Sacred Beasts, and got good things to say about that.
But yeah, fucking man.
I'm hopeful.
Clemile, the kid's name is Clemile. Like,
there's so much runway. It's like JoJo all over again, where it's like I can't wait to get to Formula Gundam. I can't wait to get to Zeta. I'm about to watch for the first time the summation movies that abridge all of Mobile Suit Gundam into 6 hours.
I probably should have. Why didn't you tell me about those then?
I did, but I'm gonna watch them.
Man,
I
watched all 40 episodes, man.
You got the real picture.
I watched all 43 episodes, bro.
You're better for it.
Bro.
You know what mobile armors are now?
Yeah.
I
know everything.
You saw you know what the gun tank is, dude.
Does that show up later on or
Never.
God damn
gun
it.
Gun cannon and gun tank? No one knows what those are.
That was such a pathetic
They're so
little...
shit, dude. You couldn't bring those out in a later series.
It's like a revolver now.
Yeah.
Like
the gun tank and the gun cannon are like pulling a fucking 6-shooter on someone in a movie now. They're like, what the fuck is that?
It's like pulling out a pistol in Star Wars.
The fucking GoBot.
Yeah. The gun tank is hilarious. The gun cannon was admirable. It's got some cool cannons on its shoulder. It's kind of chubby. It's a little chubby Gundam, you know.
Look, the RX-78, even to this day, iconic. Gun tank, gun cannon, bullshit designs.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think that's where we should end the episode.
Yeah.
But man, good ass Zeta.